Hey, so wanted to give a short recap of what's been going on the last couple of days, and I feel weird 'cause looking back at some of the videos. It's like, damn, you come on looking any kind of way more than you do good, and I guess it's fine with me now. Those are my points. I'm a little more self-conscious and stuff, but um, I think the biggest thing is expressing that normally from head to toe, I'm done up to clothes. I mean, I always try to look as cute and stylish as possible. Try to have my hair done and my makeup done at least a little bit. Because there's something said about these. Sorry, because there's something to be said about putting your best foot forward. As cliche as that saying is, it is very true. And we do live in a world that's very focused, and the focus isn't necessarily on the right things. But I don't mind doing the little things in order to make yourself more presentable, or and I don't mean presentable like looking like it just in every way. Make yourself look um, like you're a step ahead of the rest, or like you've got it, whatever the it is they're looking for. They found it somewhere in you, um, which is enough to make people work with you that wouldn't ever. Anyways, back to the beginning. I wanted to give you a recap of the last couple of days and just express what I wanted this channel to be when I could have started a year ago. Some of the videos you see are from like a year ago. I kind of just wanted to give you some background on knowing where I was then, and then some background on like my overall work ethic and stuff like that. Because I'm a very hard worker and I'm a very positive person most times, and I do want to do a lot. And I know I'm capable because even on my worst day, when my mental health messed up and using, I'm still capable of great things. So on my best, who knows what I could do. But so the last night I came to you, I slept in tent with Will. I went to the warming center last night because I just needed to shower and I've been in a lot of pain, like a lot of pain. And tonight, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know that I'm worried that I'm not gonna get into this place and I'm not doing enough to make it where I do get in. So I'm gonna try to make today the focus of that, because it's only a couple days away. It's a week away, and if he doesn't let me put a deposit down on that, um, I don't know how many months I have left at me. Taking care of other people's habits on top of my own, and yeah, getting in a relationship with someone who doesn't have has even less than I do, and doesn't quite think like I do. So I'm having to cut it off a bit without hopefully hurting it. If I do, then knowing it's in my best interest. Um, I would have loved to have had a tutorial or whatever, video log, life log, whatever, from me last time I was using. So the time I got stable housing and got my own apartment and sustained my own apartment for 6 months by myself, because I actually was in and out of jail and shit like that, and managed to even learn quite a bit and work towards my goals and stuff like that. Um, and just seeing the process of that and how it went for me, I thought would have been very interesting to most people. But now I have fallen again, so I figured, even though last time around I wanted to do an interactive thing where people could literally follow me day to day, like literally day to day, because I'd have like a constant stream and stuff going, and just give me advice and kind words, and kind of more so get to interact with me in the way that they could help where they seem fit. And I don't mean money, I mean like opportunities or um, guidelines or templates how to do things or how I can do things better, just to make it more interesting and more versatile. Because then at the end of it all, when I finally obtain my business or whatever goal it was, it's like then I go back to speaking, in um, giving talks to people, to strengthen and support them and um, help give them the knowledge they need to progress. That it wouldn't be like, oh, I'm here at the top, blah, 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 blah. No, it's like, okay, you're there, that's nice, and here's how I got here. But it's kind of like a bogus outline that you don't really follow, but it's like, okay, that makes sense. It'd be so much nicer to see that process happen and not have to, oh, look, I am awesome and I have this, and if I could do it, you could do it too. But you never know how bad off they were or what their problems or issues were that they had to face, or the obstacles that were going to come their way. Um, so it's hard to put much, you know, um, into where they came from, or it might have been super easy for them to get where they came from. So my parents would give them a loan, and then the next thing you know, they were off on their own business because they already had a degree and blah, blah, blah. So their how-to is going to work for everybody, Their how-to might be way out of the category of you. And it's different when you have to see somebody who literally people consider to be less than nothing some days and doesn't have anything. But who's also capable of doing things and explaining things in a vulnerable enough way to maybe break the gap between here's how I got there and here's how I did it and here's how I know you can do it, because did you not see that time period and everything going on? You have the strength if you just focus on you. And I don't mean what other people think by focusing on you. I mean, listen to yourself. Listen to your body, your mind, your spirit. Listen to the little voice in your head or whatever they say. Listen to your gut and kind of go with things a different way. You have to block out all of the things that you know or have been told or considered to be right and reframe it to what's going to work for you in that moment so you can get to where you need to be achieving those goals and having the strength to say on any given day, I got this. I'm going to get there no matter what, because on any given day, almost anyone in your life who's supporting you are going to say, well, maybe you can't do it or you can't do it. So you have to believe in you 100%. You have to believe that there's no way you can't do it, that it's going to happen, because guess what? You say it's going to happen, and you are in control of your mind, your body, your destiny, your future. You are in control of. And once you conquer your mind, the one thing that holds us all back, keeps us prisoner and locked into these whatevers that people seem to categorize us and put us in, and just let yourself be awakened spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. I can't remember. These are the main 5 health I'm going to end up working on when I become a life coach, because having balance with all 5 essential points of health is what gets you to where you need to be. People spend too much time focusing on one or the next that they're lacking in some way in life, and they don't even realize it. You might have everything you think you should, but who's to say what you shouldn't have? And what about the person who has nothing compared to you, but still has the things that you can't attain on your best day? What is there to be said about that? There's a new way of life coming along, and people need to get on board with letting go of shame and expectations and what other people think, and living with you, loving you, and learning how to understand you. Because once you do that, it's a whole new ballgame, and every accomplishment you go to do or every barrier in front of you, whether you succeed or fail, you love yourself enough to know that you can still go at it. And it's not like, whatever, it's never gonna work. I knew it wasn't gonna work, I'm nothing. So I guess that's just the main thing. But yeah, I will touch base with you later again today, letting you know what I have or haven't gotten done and whether or not I've taken or even found on medication. Yeah. Some days I don't know how to do it. Between the words and the hurt of other people almost breaking me, and the fact that I'm so terrified to even go to anybody I love because a fear of rejection at a point that I don't feel I could bear. So I'd rather just not bother. Gives them the benefit of course they would have helped me, and I can go on living that way and with that notion and don't have to live with reality. And it helps not to have me break down, and also helps in the future when it comes to time to build those healthy relationships with healthy boundaries. Because I'm only doing it the healthy way this time. Um, because I was really surprised what broke me last time. I was really surprised. Never would have thought. But um, yeah. Hope you guys are doing well. I hope you have some way in life to get yourself peace. And I hope that you don't stress over the small things and just laugh them off. um, don't fight with your kid when he's going to make a mess. Just know that at the end of dinner, you're going to have to clean up a mess and then enjoy that moment instead of being frustrated and mad about it. Just sit through that topic and think of how it's going to end in no time versus watching the clock, and appreciate the money you're bringing in when your job is stressful, or whatever way you need to relook at things to make things a little easier on yourself. Just try to keep that positive attitude and try to keep going, because I know you have it in you. The will to live is stronger than the will to die. That's why most people who commit suicide don't really go through with it, or don't. It doesn't actually work because it wasn't really what they wanted, and it wasn't really what they needed. But they couldn't find what they wanted or needed in anyone else or this world. So they just wanted peace.